You ever wonder what it feels like to give your whole life to your children, only to watch them walk away the moment you're no longer strong? I'm Frank Dawson. I'm 74 years old. I built my family with my hands and sweat, raising 2 boys who I thought would stand by me forever. But forever turned out to be just a word, one that vanished the day they left this house. This is not just a story about a father and his sons. This is about love, sacrifice, betrayal, and the loneliness that no one talks about. So sit down, listen closely, because this is my life, and maybe, just maybe, you'll see a part of your own story in mine. I was born in a small town in Ohio, where hard work was the only language we spoke. My father was a steelworker, and my mother a nurse, 2 souls that taught me early on that life isn't given, it's earned. I learned that love meant showing up, not talking about feelings. And so, when my 2 sons came into this world, I vowed to give them everything I never had. Those were simpler times, and I wasn't a perfect man, far from it. But I was a good man, the kind who woke up before dawn and went to bed after the sun was long gone. I worked 2 jobs just to put food on the table and shoes on their feet. My wife, Clara, was the heart of our home. She kept us together when life tried to pull us apart. She believed in me even when I doubted myself. Together, we dreamed big for our boys. I remember the day my first son, Michael, was born. He had my eyes and Clara's stubborn spirit. And then came David, 2 years younger, full of fire and laughter. Those boys were my world. I raised them with tough love, discipline, and hope. I never told them I love you, the way some do. Instead, I worked harder, showed up every day, and made sure they never felt want. That was my way of loving through actions, not words. Raising 2 boys is no easy task. There were nights I barely slept, worrying if I was doing enough. School tuition, doctor visits, clothes, shoes. The bills piled up like mountains, but I never complained. Never. I remember Michael's first baseball game. I was working overtime, but I showed up, sitting in the cold stands, cheering louder than anyone. David's school play, I was there, front row, even when my back ached from a day of hard labor. They didn't realize how much I gave, how many dreams I put on hold, because I was too busy making sure their dreams could take flight. Some days, Clara and I argued about money, about the future, about how tired we were, but we never gave up, not on each other, and definitely not on our boys. As the boys grew, so did their ambitions. Michael wanted to be an engineer. David, a musician. Different paths, but both filled with passion. I was proud. More than proud, I was their biggest fan. I sacrificed my nights and weekends to pay for tutoring, music lessons, anything they needed. Sometimes I missed my own birthday or Christmas just to make sure they had new shoes. I watched them graduate high school, tears in my eyes. I saw Michael head off to college, a scholarship in hand. David got his first guitar, and I could hear his music echo through the house. I thought everything was perfect. I thought my sacrifices had paid off, but I was wrong. Life has a funny way of changing things. Michael moved to California for a job. David toured with a band, chasing his dreams in New York. They called less and less. Visits became rare. I kept telling myself, they're busy, they're building their lives. But the house felt emptier every day. Clara and I ate dinner alone, watched TV in silence. Sometimes, I tried calling Michael after work. No answer. Left messages. Never got a call back. David's texts were short, almost cold. One winter evening, Clara asked, "Do you think they'll ever come back?" I wanted to say yes, but I wasn't sure anymore. One day, I found an old photograph. It was of all 4 of us, young, smiling, hopeful. I held it tight, feeling the weight of years and regrets. I realized then how much I missed my boys. Not just their presence, but their hearts. I sat on the porch night after night, staring at the stars, wondering if they missed me too, wondering if I had failed them somehow. I never stopped loving them, not once. But love isn't always enough. That's where I am now, waiting, hoping, wondering. Maybe someday they'll understand what it means to leave a man behind. Maybe someday they'll come back. But until then, this porch and these stars are my company. If you're still listening, thank you. This is just the beginning. Days turned into months, and months into years. The silence in the house grew heavier than any storm I'd ever weathered. Clara and I found ourselves caught in a quiet war, not against each other, but against the aching emptiness left behind by our boys. Sometimes, I'd sit on the porch with my old guitar, the one David left behind years ago. I'd run my fingers over the worn strings, and a melody would drift from my lips, soft, broken, full of longing. But no one was there to hear it. I kept asking myself, Was I too hard on them? Did my way of showing love push them away? I was a man of few words, but was silence the wrong language after all? When Michael called from California, his voice was polite, distant. "Hey Dad, I'm busy with work, talk later." And later never came. David's texts were fewer each month, and when they did arrive, they felt like echoes from a stranger. I held on to hope, but hope has a way of fading when you're left alone with your memories. Men like me, we don't ask for help. We carry our burdens quietly, hoping no one will notice the cracks. I swallowed my pride every day, pretending I was fine. But inside, the loneliness was eating me alive. I wanted to reach out, to say I missed them, to ask them why they left, but the words got stuck in my throat. Clara held us together as best she could. She cooked dinner every night, set 2 plates instead of 4, and never complained. Her eyes told stories of heartbreak, but she never let them fall. One evening, she sat beside me on the porch and said, "Frank, maybe they're chasing dreams that don't include us." Those words broke something inside me, but I couldn't argue. Some nights, I'd lie awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if my sons thought about home, about me. Did they miss the man who worked his fingers to the bone for them? Or were we just ghosts in their past? Now, I know I'm old, I know time is running out, but a father's love doesn't have an expiration date. So here I am, waiting on that porch, with nothing but memories and a hope that someday, somehow, they'll find their way back. Until then, I'll keep telling my story, piece by piece, in the quiet moments left to me. Time kept moving forward, but for me, it felt like everything stood still. The house grew colder, emptier echoes of laughter replaced by silence. I'd catch myself staring at the phone, hoping for a call that never came. Each day, the weight on my chest grew heavier. One afternoon, I sat down with Clara in the living room. She looked at me with tired eyes and said, "Frank, we can't keep living like this. It's breaking us." Her words hit me harder than any blow I'd ever taken. I realized then that the pain wasn't just mine to carry. It was tearing her apart too. Sometimes, love means letting go. I had to face the painful truth that maybe my boys were building lives where I didn't belong anymore. It felt like I was becoming a ghost, a shadow of the father I once was in their lives. I wrote letters I never sent. I started emails that I never hit send on. I wanted to tell them how much I missed them, how empty the house felt, how their absence was a constant ache. But pride kept me silent. I was a man who built walls, not bridges. One night, I broke down. I sat on the porch, tears streaming down my face, feeling years of loneliness pour out in sobs. For the first time in decades, I let my heart speak its pain aloud. It was raw, ugly, and freeing. Clara didn't say much. She just held my hand, letting me cry. Sometimes, the strongest support comes without words. Even at my lowest, a small spark of hope stayed alive. Maybe one day, my boys would come back not just in body, but in heart. Until then, I would carry their memories and my love, no matter how heavy the burden. This is the breaking point, where pain meets acceptance and love turns into hope. I don't know what the future holds, but I know this: a father's love never fades.